Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the 19th of May 2022. And this is the general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so before I start, I want to say thank you to you all your comments, support and donation. Thank you Grace Tonic for donating me. Really means a lot. Now about tomorrow, let's see what we have. So all the energy is quite still the same with what's going on at the moment. So there's not much we can expect to come out. However, Mercury forwarding toward the sun. So we can expect the moment of truth or the clarity on the natures or the connections between you and something or someone. If you already understand the mechanisms of how it works, but okay, I will say it briefly again, so for the new people will understand. So when Mercury retrograded, when it first migrated and the Earth trying to go past the planet, we feel like the Mercury trying to come in, but it's not, right? So when it first shifting the energy, we felt like, like when you in the lift, when the lift start moving up and down, only at the beginning you felt that changes of gravity, but after that you will get used to it, right? So you don't feel anything. So this is the same case with where we are at the moment, speaking of energy. So you're not gonna feel much of changes, but because when it align with the sun, it's in astrology, right? There's no concrete evidences or research that talk about these things that I can find, right? I couldn't find anything that talk about it. But with what I observed in the past for like about a decade now, because I'm really good at observing things, normally it's released the connections that coming back to you, like an ex and old friends and old colleagues, anyone that you can name. It's mainly about connections with people. The reason why it happens like that, because when it reconnect people, bring people from the past together, the memories, it influences everyone. That's why everyone tends to do the same way, unless people like me who understand the natures of what's going on. So we don't do it. But a lot of the people, the majority, are still reconnected with the wrong one, for example, the people that you shouldn't. But the good thing is it's a natural process, so even if it happens, you shouldn't worry about that too much, because it will bring out the final truth or the clarity between you and someone. Speaking about that, some people might be shocked at the truth that you discovered when this phenomenon happens. It's simply that because like you thought that you're gonna reconnect it to someone, and then it turns out that they not quite like what you think. They just suddenly disappeared, or suddenly they just ghost you, and that might be the case for some people. So if you're in that situation, don't be surprised. Okay, so that's all I got for the introduction today, and now let's go to the tarot. Okay, so let's start with the oracle cards as usual, to see if we have any guidance from spirits as the guidelines. So the first card we're gonna have the gift communications, gift crystals. This is some sort of opportunity for you to communicate with someone in a more clear positions. So it's like you gain the knowledge of the nature of a situation or a connection. So you will have an opportunity to talk about it to someone more clearly. Uh, in other words, you're gonna know how to express your point of view and your positions better compared to when you were quite confused about what is what. So it's like you gaining the clarity about a connection and through communication. And this is a gift. Now it indicates that it's gonna be a blessing. So it's gonna work on your favor. I can see someone talking to a person or like a connection and being more explicit, more clear about what you want now. Make yourself clear. So no more ambiguity. But you know, it's not like what you used to want anymore. So you gonna talk about it, but not like what you used to think. It's totally different now. It turns out that you not really want it, because you at one time you thought that you wanted something, but then now you started to realize that it's not really the case, because you are more than that. That's the feeling, because it's the gift here is like some sort of blessing. It comes in to make you feel to recognize yourself and the real values of yourself, and then you suddenly realize that you are much more than what you thought. That is the very, very great gift from the universe, if anyone in that situation. Now the gatekeeper is gatekeeper power abundance. The gatekeepers is talking about if you really believe in the process and in how abundance the universe allocates for everyone, just by unlock your mind, healing yourself, allow yourself to align more with your higher self. It's one of the greatest way for you to connect to the source. You need to be heard, you need to be seen, you need to be felt, so they will know what to do for you. It's like providing the next abundance powers to you through the portals. So it is a sign of spirit trying to tell you that don't worry, that you actually being under supervised. They know what you're trying to do here, so they just wait for you to celebrate your own victory over yourself, of course, not other people. If you win over yourself, you realize why you win over the people that you had to fight with in the past, because by the time you can release the blockage of your own energy, the only way to do it is by realizing that you actually created it, not by the situations of people. And when you can do that, you will see why you've been receiving that blessing gift from the universe to allow you to start to manifest the next abundance for your next journey. Depends on what journey that you are signing up for. The abundance will be equal to that values. So the highest values, in my opinion, is gonna be rewarded to the people who are brave, who strong, and who true to their heart. That is when you will receive the highest reward. The reward can be money, can be a soulmate, it can be both. um, you are free to manifest and wish and ask for what you deserve, but knowing what you deserve is totally different. So your lessons or your job, your task now is to figure out what you deserve, at which point you deserve, how much you paid out or for your prices, as for your lessons, for your experiences, how much you already done to deserve something. Because remember, the rewards are always higher than what you paid. So make sure that you understand everything. Now, so the Five of Cups is wants to come out, so I will use it. Let's see with the card, maybe move it here a bit. The Five of Cups, you kind of like shifting your awareness at a moment, because it's kind of like you going through this the what I call it, the overall transformations. So it's just not about your look, but it's also about your mental health. So you're going through this and you start to realize why you were upset or why you were being sad. It's hard, I don't know how to describe this. So it's like you recognize or realize yourself was the one who caused your own prison. I have the feeling that, you know, the spirit trying to say that they are really have an eyes on you right now. As long, especially if you guided to my channel, it's also one of the blessings that you will receive. So they're trying to tell you that don't think the negative way. Now, because you are creative sign, you actually have the ability to create a positive thought, even for yourself. Because normally you use that on people, you're trying to encourage people and help people, but it's time to apply it to yourself. That's what they're trying to say, because they send you all the gifts recently. So the portal is waiting. That's also another message that I've got here. They want you to speed up the process a bit with yourself. I think, right, this is a message for a lot of people when you hear this video. They want you to speed up the process because you already been receiving all the tools already. And the portal will have to, you know, it's like the divine timing things. So it's like the wheel fortune here. So you need to catch up with that, or else you miss out and you have to wait until the next one, and it will slow down your journey and your process. Okay, so with Eight of Cups, that is the challenge. That's exactly what I was talking about. I didn't even watch the card when I was talking. They really want you to see something. So I have the feeling they will, this reading about a moment of truth or some sort of ideas that help you to move forward. Because right now you're still feeling stuck a little bit, especially when it comes to, this is more about psychology. So you going through the process of analyzing your own mentality and psychology. So you're trying to make sense things, and it's a natural process, because if you want to transform, you have to transform both physically and mentally. So this is what some of the people still going through. Now, there's a Four of Wands here. So there's an intimacy connection here, right? But I don't conclude anything for now. We need to clarify the readings to see what is going on. but there's a very spiritual connection here. Now, in the recent past, you are going through a lot of conflict within yourself, trying to make sense of things, trying to move forward, but you feel kind of feeling stuck. You don't know how to move forward. Question is, if there's a spiritual connections, so why you still upset about it? Now that is the good question, because I have the feeling this is the gift, the communication gift that they send you to use for this connection, because I have the feeling this connection is stuck at the moment. This is a general reading, it's not a love reading, right? But if I see something, I just have to say it. Now the Judgment card is on the table. That means that the time is now to take an action, because you are about to take a leap of faith. Trust yourself, trust the spirits, trust the gift that you received, which is the clarity, the understanding, the healing, the forgiving to yourself. That is all the gift that is actually more important than money, because money cannot help you with these. So it looks like the angel trying to have a lot of Sagittarius right now. I can feel the collective energies moving. It's kind of like very vibrant, and it's trying to bring up that energy's vibe. But for some reason, it's feeling a little bit not depressed, but compressed. So there's some heaviness is still holding on worldwide. So people try to lift it up together, and together we make the, it's like community manifestations, is spiritually speaking. Now that's what we are trying to do at the moment. And when you hear listening to my video, we actually doing it together. So I'm trying to joining all of your journey here with you guys. So let's see what we have next, and let's see what we should do to change things around for everyone and not missing anyone behind. The next one, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is actually good, because you getting, it's like a transformation being done. So you will become someone stronger. It's like, this is like a warrior. Of course, she the queen, right? But the queen with a warrior spirit, very strong and protective. Okay, so the next one we have, let's see what we have. The next one we have the Eight of Swords. Yep, that makes sense, because remember Mercury retrograde, so it will take the time for Mercury to reach to the sun now, and when they get aligned, you will see the truth comes out. So it's like you're waiting for the moment of truth now, because you're aware of what's going on. Now I have the feeling that is what you're waiting for. The Eight of Swords is waiting for to reveal this Four of Wands, to see if they are really who they are, or because a lot of times other people, they are so clever, they will know what you're looking for, and they can shift themselves into one, like a model that you have in mind, because they, remember, humans are very clever. Other signs, they also really clever. Only Sagittarius are naive. I kind of love this reading, guys. It's very interesting. It's intrigued me of knowing what to come out. The devil, that's what I'm talking about. There's some sort of this deception here, but intuitively with the Eight of Swords, you knew it. Something trying to hold you back, so we need to clarify. But I have a very confident feeling that there's a clarity, the big moment of aha moment. It's like, you know, like see things when it happens, you will say, I knew it. That is the moment, that is the aha moment. Because right now you're still feeling like there's something not right. You're following your intuitions. The Ten of Cups. I think this is the deceptions that you're trying to work out, if it's true or not. If this is the real feeling that you feel or not, because it's like a temporary offer, or it's kind of like a false, a fake offer. I don't know why I feel that way, but the Eight of Swords is really guarding here, and the Devil is around here, so there's some sort of manipulations going on. So there's this, someone in a manipulative situation, and their higher self trying to remind them of don't fall for it because it's not true. And the outcome is the Ace of Swords. That is what I'm talking about. So the clarity, I'm gonna show you the nature. Now, in this situation, right, I strongly advise that you follow your feeling, your heart. If you feel something not right, you have to believe in your higher self. They're trying to tell you it's not right. If you want the moment of truth, just give it time. You don't have to do anything because it doesn't cost you anything anyway by giving it time. So okay, let's clarify this reading to see. Now I want to clarify the Four of Wands first to see which connection is this and why it is here. The Four of Wands, we have the Death. Okay, so there's a transformation of a connection here, right? I wouldn't say a soulmate connection, but a spiritual connection. So there's something transforming here. Now, I will pull another card to see if I can get further information. What is this transformation about? Okay, so let's see this one. The Chariot. So there was a transformation at the moment of between you and someone or and other connections, and it's saying that but you know, here's the thing. It's like you have to release this connection to change, or it's like you have to kill it to rebirth it. It's like when you transform yourself, you have to kill your old self, build up the new appearance, the new mentality and things like that to transform, to fully transform, because a lot of people being lazy and they choose not to. So that is their choice, right? But if you in the situations that being pushed to the end already, that you have to transform totally, then you have to do that, because that is how the journey goes. Now this connection is very similar. It has to transform to succeed. I will make sense of these connections in a while, but let's clarify some other cards first so I can gain the ideas of what's going on. Now, I'm not sure if I want to use this card. Let's clarify, because I don't know which card I want to clarify. Right, let's clarify the Eight of Swords first to see why you intuitively know something here, and the Devil. So The Eight of Swords is Seven of Swords. Now you feel something's not true. You feel something false. Intuitively, you know it. I had the funny feeling, right? The devil wanna answer this, right? And the Ace of Swords. The devils we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, it's like a casting of very dark magic here that someone is dealing with. It makes you feeling the hope, the success, the changes, but it's not. Because intuitively, you know there's something unclear or something like being hidden. And also the image of the family that at one time you wanted to with this person before. This person is the Four of Wands here. So you didn't feel it real anymore. Even if they offer you now that thing, you would say no. That is that kind of feeling that I've got from this reading. So the devil, which is the Hades cast magic, is on the working harder than usual with the hope to cover your eyes to see the truth. But the truth will come because the judgment is in, because the angel is interfering now. So you're gonna feeling upset or shocked about your dream being shattered. So your hope was like false hope. So you were holding on the false hope for some people. Okay, so let's clarify one by one. Let's see the Five of Cups we have. The Temperance. You learn the truth about you have to go bounce back to be in your own skin. You have to transform. You have to be a new versions of yourself. So you kind of again it now. So you knew it. But the blockage here is the Eight of Cups. So why it stopped you from? Because you don't get the truth yet. So you cannot allow yourself to release all the blockage energy. The Justice. Yep. So they're asking you that you have to leave the false hope or the deception energy, the deceptive energy, because the justice gonna be go in with the judgment. It's all about that you have to carry out the justice to yourself, for yourself, and also it's the requirement of the universe. So you cannot ignore your job, because your job is also about keeping the justice on earth. So you cannot ignore your missions, because we deserve materials abundance because we're doing our job, and we signed our missions when we enter the world, and now we cannot ignore it. We cannot be lazy. It's not the time to be lazy. Yeah, so in the recent past, you know that you have to take a leap of faith. You have to change things because you're being forced to. Okay, let's see the Judgment we have. The Hangman. So these you know, the Hangman here is actually the clarity that you're gonna gain. It's the new vision that they're gonna send you. So you're gonna see things in a different ways, and only by that you will see the nature of what is you dealing with at the moment, especially when it comes to connection here. But I still have the feeling that is the deceptive connection that you're dealing with. So they're not your soulmate. The card is not reversed, but the card in my eye is reversed. I see it reversed. So and also the Hangman here, It's about someone, maybe Pisces, right? If you're dealing with someone, it's the truth about this person gonna be revealed to you, and you will be shocked that they actually not from angel's side. They were disguised to be one of us, and you at one time you believe it was from your family and your side and one of our kind, but then you realize something not, and it's kind of shocking truth. Remember, I was talking about Mercury forward to the sun, and people might be shocked with the truth. You will be ghosted, you will be ignored, because they don't want you to catch them red-handed, so they will disappear. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is great because I think there will be someone that more what you're looking for, and I think this person, I still have the feeling of the connection here is the deceptive, and they gonna ignore you and things like that. But if they transform and being released from the devil, because they are under the cast, very dark magic casting. Now in the future, they might be the one with you. This is weird. It's like this is just like the love reading I did yesterday about the Beauty and the Beast. So you have to kiss the beast to release the beast, and the beast become the prince. That kind of feeling. But how you gonna release this? Okay, so let's see the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So you have to release the idea of building a home or a soulmate connections here, because it's some sort of challenge. It's like a very complicated test designed for very specific people that out there. So you have to release it and not hold on the energies, the wish of being family with this connection, with this person. And then you will gain the clarity, the light of the truth here. Seven of Wands. This, when you gain the clarity, right, you will rise up and scatter off the dark magic. So this person is needing help. Now let me clarify. Okay, one more card for the clarity first, and then I want to clarify the King of Cups to see who is this. One more card for the Ace of Swords. You will rise. Yep. So I just make sure that I was reading right there. So you just rise up with this clarity for yourself, and the clarity here is about how you release this connection in your mind, because see, when you still hold on someone or a situation, even you don't meet them, but you will cause the conflict of the two energies, because right now it's being in the resistant period. So you have to release it, and also when you release it, you're able to free yourself, and this is your job. You need to free yourself and become the Queen of Wands. So let me clarify this King of Cups here to see who is this person. Is this the same connections or someone else? But this person not moving. So it's like you connected to them through the spiritual world. Page of Wands. Two of Cups. A brand new it's like the rebirth of a connection. This is interesting. Lovers. It is the rebirth. So I am right. So the King of Cups is the Four of Wands here, and it's the Two of Cups. So it can be your soulmate connections, but the problem is there is it's kind of like a curse or something that doesn't allow these connections to be transformed. Now the advice is you have to transform yourself, free yourself. So you have to kill it to rebirth it. Let's pull 3 cards of advices before we close this reading. This is very similar to the love reading number 11. So if you guys have time and haven't watched the love reading number 11, please find in the playlist, because this is still the energies going on here. So you have to, so you might experience the ghosting situation with someone, but make sure that you understand what I'm trying to explain today. So just go ahead with your own plan and free yourself, come what may. So advice is Temperance, be yourself. 8 of Pentacles, working on yourself, and 7 of Pentacles, improving your situations. So I am right. Basically, spirits say right now you have to work on yourself as a top priority. Don't trying to conform into any source of relationship or partnership with people, because it's not the right time. When you've done your transformations, you will see how the situation will be transformed, and all the connections around you will be transformed following your energy. So that is the main message of this reading. So guys, thank you very much for all your support so far. Please, if you like what I'm doing, please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. I'm nearly there to get 1,000 subscribers, hopefully soon. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.